What is going on, guys? Skyrocket here. Today I'm going to do a little tutorial in OBS. It's what I use to record my gameplay. It's also what I use to stream as well. Pardon if there's kind of a little mirroring effect here, because I'm actually using OBS to record this right now. So if you didn't know, OBS is a free open source video streaming and recording software. It can really do both. It can do Twitch streaming and game recording. You just have to specify file output. We'll go over that in a bit. So first tab we're going to go here is the settings. And with the settings tab, you just have your regular stuff under general, you have your language and whatnot. And under encoding, this is some stuff that can be important. You can use your defaults. Actually here, bitrate's pretty important. Bitrate is the amount of information you would be relaying to a video file or a streaming software like Twitch itself. The higher bitrate, the better, but it takes more out of your internet to do a higher bitrate. With Twitch, it recommends 3000, but it can get a little messed up if you're using 3000 with the recommended. I use 5000 because my internet can handle it. Then we have broadcast settings here. I have mine set on file output only right now, but you can actually put it on live stream. When you put it on live stream mode here, it shows basically your settings, what your streaming service want to be, where you want the server to be, your stream key, not showing that, and then whatever the file path as well if you want to record while you stream. And then your second tab here is your video, and I do not want to change that. There we go. Alright, and so your second thing here is your video settings. So you can choose your video adapter, like if you have two video cards, or you're just kind of outputting your video to a different, through a different card in your computer per se. You can put custom resolutions. Mine's 920 by 1080. It's a standard monitor. I have three here. I have three 920 1080s. And you can specify the monitor you want to pull from or record from. And resolution downscaling, I don't really mess with this. FPS, keep it at 30, 60 if you're going to be, say, making a 60 FPS video on YouTube or streaming to Twitch. I'm not too informed on the 60 FPS streaming on Twitch as of right now. I think it's for only like Twitch partnered people and certain people on Twitch that can actually use it. I just keep it at 30 all the times because I feel like that's what all the best services support right now, such as YouTube. I could record this at 60, but I'm not. Audio, it's pretty self-explanatory. Your audio device, you can set it to speakers, headphones, whatever you want. I have multiple things here. I have Realtek speakers, whatever, and the monitors, I have speakers on them. And here's your microphone. You have to specify your microphone here. So I'm using a Blue Snowball, amazing mic actually. I highly recommend it. You can change it to whatever you want. You can disable it, you can set it to a default or a webcam I have here. Reinitializing is just kind of resetting your microphone settings you have in OBS. I haven't used it too often, so I don't really know a whole lot about what it does. Force microphone, auxiliary, and mono. Auxiliary is left and right audio. Mono is same audio coming out of both your headphones if you have a surround setup. And then it says show only connected devices. So for example, if I had a headset microphone plugged in once, but I removed it, it would not show it in OBS because it's not currently connected. Push to talk. This is, say, maybe you have a really noisy house and you only want to hear your voices when you're talking, and there's a lot of background noise and your microphone might pick up on that. Push to talk, you can set it to a button on your mouse or your keyboard, and whenever you press the button, the mic will begin to record your voice, and then when you release the button, it will stop. So people won't pick up on that annoying background noise. So there's like a delay here. You can do a boost or a mic auxiliary boost or an offset. And then here we have your hotkeys. Basically, say you're doing a stream, someone walks in the room, you can hotkey mute your mic so the stream doesn't hear someone talking. I have a push to talk on mouse 4, excuse me, but I don't use that all that often. I have a unmute and mute mic on here. And then I don't really have any start stream hotkeys because I just kind of do it manually from OBS and all the recording starting from OBS. Here's your advanced tab. Multi-threaded optimizations. This is for if you have a processor or CPU that supports multi-threading. I just put it on normal. I don't really mess with this stuff a whole lot. You have an X264 CPU preset, and I'm very fast just because I can support it. Your frame interval, CFR, this stuff. Usually, this is very experimental kind of OBS. Allow 6120 FPS if your monitor can support it, like the ROG Swift or some Asus higher end monitors that can support up to 120, 140 frames a second. I don't think OBS will support up to 120. Another audio under the advanced tab. You can force your desktop audio, so it always uses your desktop audio and doesn't record, say, your game. And you can use a low latency mode where it records at a lower quality, but your internet connection does not take that big of a hit from you using that. You have your encoder here, whatever. It's like a self-explanatory encoder will do it all for you. You have a scene switcher. I don't use this too often. I just kind of manually select my scenes, and then you have a noise gate. Noise gate can be, if it senses your microphone talking above a certain level, and if I'm completely silent now, my microphone would have turned off, but I don't have noise gate on. This is for if you don't want to use push to talk, but in a situation with loud background noises. And else we have here is your CSLR browser. It's not really working right now. The CSLR browser is a very, very handy add-on for OBS, where you can put on custom scenes or items. Like I currently use CSLR for or CLR, not CSLR, CLR for a chat window I have in my stream. That's all about that does it for the settings tab. So I'm gonna close that out, and here we have your scenes right here. You can add scenes, whatever you want. So I'm just gonna add a scene for the sake of it. Add a scene, scene 2. So here's a blank scene in OBS right now. What you can do is you can set up sources for that scene. For example, I want to add maybe I want to add a video capture device, or a camera, or a game capture. Let's just do a game capture. You would press enter, okay, whatever, and it brings up a game capture screen. You can select the application you want to be streaming from a list of stuff here. You can set a hotkey, stretch the image, adjust the gamma, stuff like that. You have other scenes, video capture device. It's pretty much the same thing, just selecting a source for the video capture and adjusting the levels if you need to, and changing its position on the screen. Your edit scene is another thing that's very helpful. So if I'll just go to my stream here, here's my stream. Hello. You can do edit scene, and you click it, and you can highlight an element of your stream, for example. So if I want to highlight, say, my CLR browser, and I press edit scene, it puts a red box around it and allows me to move around my CLR browser, place it wherever on the stream I want to. And that's what edit scene does. Plugins, your OBS plugins, they're relatively same thing when it comes to, if you ever used TeamSpeak before, TeamSpeak plugins are pretty much the same thing. You just kind of drag and drop to a location. There might be a little installer screen for it. What else do we have? You have your start recording, stop recording button. It's kind of general thing. You can start recording while streaming. It's kind of helpful if you want to maybe record your stream and stream at the same time and have that footage to edit later, maybe. Yeah, and that is about it. This on the top. You can load different profiles for OBS. You can have your full screen mode, and you just have your regular help thing for OBS. And that is about it. Alright, so thank you guys for watching. I hope this help you guys out a ton. I will probably be back in the future with some more tutorials. I'm probably going to be uploading some gameplay commentary here pretty soon, just as I get myself enough time. School's been pretty taxing for me right now. But I hope you return. Make sure to like, rate, subscribe, comment, do whatever you YouTubers do. And have a nice day.